Gentlemen.
Oi, 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 oi,
Fellas.
The boys are back.
Cooper, do you feel like you can still hang out with us? No, that
Oh, yeah,
you're,
100%.
Are
Now
you
that you built
allowed
a
to be
city-
with non-burners?
Let's just say I tapped into the source for a little bit, had a great week at Burning Man. We unplugged, went off the grid. Lucas, I know, was also off the grid for a little bit as well. So there was a big off the grid theme here at NAC for the last couple weeks, but I'm back in the office, feeling good, ready to rock and roll, baby.
First time burner. Let's get the rundown. Go.
First time burner.
Yeah,
Are
let's
you
go.
a new man?
First time, long time.
I wouldn't say I'm a new man. I would say it was definitely the coolest festival experience I've ever been to. And I've been to quite a lot of music festivals in my life. Obviously, it's much more than a music festival, but the extent of it, the camaraderie, the community, the self-radicalization, the decommodification. There's a lot of principles there that you just got to see.
Came back with some new words.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, you had to be
All
there.
right,
You
let's
had to
move
be
off
there.
the Burning Man shit. We're done.
Yeah, all good.
Cooper doesn't believe
round
in
it
money
out.
anymore.
Round it out.
Yeah.
Overall, would you recommend going to Burning Man?
I
you
would
go
give it
again?
a 9.4 out of 10 for me personally. I want to give a big shout out to Camp Node. Shout out to Jesse Grushak, fellow crypto friend of mine. Shout out to Gio, Joe Bender, Dorothy, a lot of the camp leads who made an incredible camping experience. I met about 40 or 50 great human beings at the camp. Shout out to Louis the Child, Blau, John Summit, some resident artists staying at the camp. Shout out to Hip Hop Barbecue, the Pickleball, Tycho Sunrise set. It was great, honestly. Just 7 days, fully in the mix, fully in the trenches. And it was very intense. So I will say that. Be prepared for all the elements. You're fending for yourself out there. It's like there's mud, there's rain, there's wind, there's dust. You're pulling up out of a tent, just walking through the mud, cold showers. You got to pick up your weight. You got to set up the camp, tear down the camp, do a bunch of tasks every day, make sure everyone's taken care of. It's a lot of energy, but I think that's the point. And so definitely I would say not for everyone, but if you're willing to get down and dirty, really let go and let loose, then yeah, 100% recommend.
Would you do it again?
I would do it again. Yes. I don't have a burning urge to immediately go back next year. I feel like I checked it off my bucket list, but I definitely feel like I will be back at some point in the future.
Lucas, is that similar to what you went through last week?
Yeah, up in Malibu, dude. Yeah, very similar vibes. Was fending for myself at Cafe Habana, having some fish tacos, maybe a Pacifico. Had to do some chores every day, really make sure everyone was taken care of. And
Cold
I felt
showers.
taken care of.
Cold
Cold
showers.
showers,
Cold
dude.
plunge.
Yeah, the ocean is probably kind of cold.
Yeah, the ocean was great. But overall it was a nice retreat offline. Wasn't on my phone. Pretty much had like all the apps blocked. And pretty much just use it for like maps and getting around, which was super nice. And
Any
yeah.
takeaways?
Stop scrolling. Yeah.
Are you scrolling less? No, post.
A little bit, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely more conscious about it. But just felt like more at peace, not like always being plugged in, always having to check socials, always, doing that stuff and being completely plugged in at all times. So definitely some lessons there. And it was just good to reset a little bit.
Good to reset for this big new launch that just came out today, huh?
Clips.
Pods, clips. Let's go.
Clip it.
Let's go.
We're fired up. Yeah, we shipped Pods Clips today, so pretty much incentivizing anyone to create clips for their favorite podcasts and getting paid out based on the number of views. We've been building this for about 2 months now, and just stoked to get it out there. I think, I'm always reminded about shipping, the dopamine that you feel of just getting something out there, getting it to the public. Feels good, man. Always feels good. We had some good partners helping amplify the reach, and just overall, I think really positive feedback on the product so far.
So what is the product?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah. So any podcast or really any brand can come in, create a campaign, fund it with a budget. They can set a CPM. They set some basic guidelines of like, hey, tag us on YouTube or wherever, and then they upload a media or a Google Drive with the media assets so people can download the MP4 files And then you select the platforms that you want those videos to be posted on. And then from there, clippers can go ahead and just start submitting those videos, and we automatically calculate the number of views, and creators can go ahead, or campaign managers can go ahead and approve and reject clips based on like quality and legitimacy, and the pay out people based on the number of views we get. I think more broadly, or just taking a step back, I think one of the big things that we realized over the past, month when we started building this was we have a really solid, deep catalog of podcasts in crypto. A lot of them, or all of them, are all looking to grow. And in reality, Pods as a minting platform was a monetization play. But most podcasts today would rather, if you have 100 listeners, like us, we'd rather grow this to 10,000 listeners than monetize, $10-$20 on every episode. So it was really just thinking of like, how can we leverage on-chain incentives to drive off-chain growth? And clips, is kind of the core playbook for podcasts today and short form content as a whole. And it's just really doubling down on that vertical and incentivizing that and creating a marketplace for that to happen.
The earn meta continues.
Clip.
Clip
Just
to earn,
keep
baby.
clipping.
Just keep clipping. Good meme.
So if you're listening to this, clip this, share it, get some views, and get paid.
And maybe if you're a PumpFun streamer, is there a way for them to use clips?
Pump.fun, they can obviously, they can just pay out people in USDC on base if they want to. Where we want to go to next, is pretty straightforward of like, how can, today you use USDC, but how can you use any ERC20 coin or ERC20? And part of the original thinking was like, look, if we're heading into this future where every creator has a coin, how can you actually leverage that coin and that capital to drive growth to your audience and actually grow your channel? So that will be kind of over the next few weeks. We'll probably implement and launch that as well as one of the features.
I got a coin. Chevy's got a coin.
Well,
Lucas?
I think
Devin has a coin.
We have a coin.
We have a coin.
We have a coin.
Could be
A
kind
lot
of
of
cool.
coins. Everybody's
Clip
got
some
coins.
NAC, earn some NAC.
Earn some NAC, do some clips.
Clip NAC, earn NAC.
Grow
Possible.
NAC, earn NAC.
Grow
Yeah,
NAC,
and I
earn
think
NAC.
actually
Flip
like
to
that's part of the coolest part is like you can help a podcast grow, and then you kind of get upside in that podcast or like that creator as a whole, right? So if you're helping them grow and you actually earn their coin, you're getting upside and ownership in that creator as well. And it creates a pretty powerful, should I say it? Flywheel,
Say it.
maybe?
Woo.
Oof. Just a
There
flywheel,
it is.
maybe.
It's good stuff.
There it is.
Congrats to the Pods team for shipping this.
Congrats on the ship.
I'm
Lucas,
excited to play
congrats
with
on the
this.
ship.
I need to submit some mid podcast content to get clipping. Love it.
Why don't you do that this week and come back with a little product review for us, Chevy?
Yeah,
Live
I'll do
product
that.
review.
Let's do it. It'll be good.
I like that.
Let's do it. Awesome.
Love it.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Love that. So that,
All right,
that was
well,
a
that's it
good
for
that was
this
a good
episode.
thing. That was a good thing that came out of your hibernation. That's great. Fired up to ship and improve pods. Love that.
Let's go. New vertical, new area to be tackling,
Ship it.
growth and distribution
think-
on top of monetization.
We touched on this a little bit there, but let's go into the streamer coin narrative a bit from there. I feel like, we brought up Pump.Fun, streamers, clipping, etc. I feel like there's definitely a renewed source of energy around these streamer coins lately. I saw that last week, Bonk partnered with Kick to be the partner for some of their streamer coins that are eventually coming out. Don't really know the exact status of that, but that's what I've been told. We had a little uptick in some different streamer coins on PumpFun, getting a nice little run. I think due in large part to this new PumpFun fee structure that just came out. What do we think, guys? Bullish streamer coins? Do we hold some streamer coins here? Do we like them? Do we not like them? How are we playing the streamer coin matter here?
We've been big on the streamer coins. We'll give a shout out to our main man, Faultproof Ben. He's been bullish on them for quite a while, and I've been following him on this. I'm owning, I think right now, outside of just like decent amount of pump, is some Diddy Bop, Gen Z TikToker. I think he's got 1 million plus on TikTok. He's just a funny dude. I mean, he's crazy. He's crazy, but good stuff, good upside. And then I'm also holding some Rasmer, and some Gainsey. And I got rugged last night on Kook capital a couple times, which sucks. But that's showbiz, baby.
That is showbiz. Also give a shout out to the Based House, based with 2 Ds, the streamer house out of LA that has been basically working with like new PumpFun streamers to just help them create content and just like uplift their brand. So Never Goon's in there, iSeam's in there. The Based House token's great. Raspberry makes a couple guest appearances here and there. Shout out Soul Jakey. I definitely am very excited about that pocket of streamers, and it's cool just to see them doing something that feels unique in kind of this wider creator coin meta. So definitely bullish streamer coins on my end as well.
Also, shout out to Naomi from BP.fun alum. She's been streaming quite a bit, experimenting with streaming coins. I'm trying to find one of her casts. Yeah, she has a streaming coin from the platform. What is it?
Mitch just launched a streamer coin
Retake.
that went like 20 mil.
Yeah, Retake is the streaming platform on Base. I'd actually talked to them today, but they're more OGs. So it used to be Stream TV, and then they pivoted into like creator coins or streaming coins, I guess.
Makes sense.
Which is interesting.
What do we think about this new PumpFun fee structure, huh? Sounds like we're all pretty bullish pump here, maybe. Lucas has got a bag. I got a bag. David, you got a bag?
Bullish.
I've got some pump. I'm bagless on the streamer coins right now. I just maybe I'm wrong. I just don't see how I don't see them as long-term plays, and I don't feel like I have the time to play them short-term. So it's hard for me to get behind one that I feel like I would hold for like 6 months to a year. That's kind of where I want to be playing right now. And on the streamer coins, I don't have that like gut feeling of like, okay, this one I'm holding for like 6 months to a year. And maybe I should just buy like the top 5 and call it a day. But that's kind of where my head's at with it. Not that it's not going to be great for creators. It seems like creators are making good money. But I'd rather be out there taking a shot at Zard or Hutch.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say before we transition to that topic there, Lucas, why don't you read this PumpFun tweet that you're looking at here about these new fees?
This isn't me. This is Adam, I think.
Oh, Adam.
But
so we got 10x more creator earnings via dynamic fees and 10x faster processing of CTO creator fee applications. I actually just looking at this right now. But I guess it's just laying out the problem that you can't really increase the fee percentage because it affects the demand side for traders, and that launching a coin and building a project around a coin is expensive. So they introduced dynamic fees, which is exclusive to PumpSwap, designed specifically for acceleration and longevity, guys. Acceleration and longevity. I actually don't want to read this entire thing. Coop, it looks like you've done your research on this. What is actually enabling 10x more fees over here?
I mean, just looking at that tweet, it sounds like as you're earlier on in the coin's life cycle, the fees are higher. And then as the market cap goes up, the fees become lower. And so you're basically just capturing more of the fees early on in the launch of the coin. And I guess the intention here is that for smaller coins and smaller creators, which obviously aren't going to have like $1 billion market cap, they're capturing a larger percentage of those fees up front. So definitely pretty bullish. I would say just in general, I feel like Pump is really committed to getting their creators paid and just like really leaning into this whole creator coin, streamer coin narrative. So feels pretty on brand and people seem pretty excited about it. So I'd say definitely W Pump here. W Pump for sure.
I feel like this is
why are you saying traders benefit? There's no incentive to trade on Pump now, given the fees.
Never has been.
What do you mean there's no incentive to trade on Pump?
I don't know. I'm skimming through the comments.
Chevy pulled up.
Do you guys feel like this is competitive to Zora? Like, I feel like there's
totally
like, people are basically deciding whether they're going to be on Pump or Zora, and it feels like Pump is winning.
I'm more interested to see if Zora goes into live streaming, which feels like a pretty. No,
wait, for sure they go into live stream.
They released their video product a week or two ago.
They live stream themselves. They're gonna for sure go into live streaming.
Yeah, it's just like if you think about it, like Twitch is a very different platform from TikTok Live, right? Like you can go live on TikTok, but it's just like one of the features on TikTok. It's not like the core offering. versus like Twitch or Kick, which is centered entirely around streaming. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a go live feature on Zora at some point, but I just think that there's a lot of other surface area for them to like own and tackle around like content that feels differentiated from streaming. So I wouldn't expect them to put a significant effort into it in the short term.
Yeah, I think Zora is going to build retake as a feature inside their app. Would make sense.
But I did want to touch on what David brought up there in passing, which is, you know, a very reliable 6 to 12 month hold. And that's Pokemon cards, guys.
Yep.
That is the long-term hold that we are looking for here. Cooper's got his cards on lock here, boys. Come on. I got some cards. I got some cards here.
Wait, how did you get those delivered? Those were the ones you bought on Courtyard?
Yep.
Some of them. Got them delivered to you in 24 hours?
No, not 24 hours. I probably took like a week or two to get here. I did it before I left for Burning Man, and it was delivered while I was there.
Oh, so you were feeling the bull run coming before you went to Burning Man.
I have been buying a lot of Pokemon cards this past year. For those who don't know, I have quite a history selling Pokemon cards on eBay. And so I got my own personal cards here in these little deck boxes. Just last night, I was going through and looking at some of the cards I'm sitting on to see what I should get graded out here. And I mean, we got some good cards here, boys. We got some good cards. This guy, PSA 10, which I'm not saying it is, $3,000. Not bad. Not bad if we look at it. I'll pull one out for the early memories here. How about this will be a blast from the past. Little first edition Jolteon there. Not bad. Not bad.
I believe my mom threw out all my Pokemon cards. Just one of those.
Likewise, dude. Likewise.
Come on. Talk to your boy. Talk to your boy. These ones, PSA 10s are like $1,000 each. So I'm kind of looking into the whole grading process now because I never have gotten anything graded. I would just buy them for fun. And when I would go to like Japan or something, I would just buy Pokemon cards for the hell of it. So, you know, we've been stocking up a little bit out here. We got a couple more. Pretty good. Look at that guy.
There's some chatter on the timeline. Some are saying NFTs are back. Can you tell us about cards in Courtyard?
The whole thing with Courtyard is the packs. And I mean, this is a product that's being built across many platforms now. It's not just Courtyard anymore, but it's basically like a vending machine product where you can buy a pack of higher rarity. And so the highest one you can buy on Courtyard is like a $2,500 pack. And you basically have a chance at getting like a $20,000 card. And what's unique about Courtyard that I believe other people are doing too is they have automated buybacks. And so they basically just look at the market value of a card. And if I roll a $2,500 pack and I get a card that's worth $2,000, they'll offer me a buyback at 90% of that. And so I can immediately just accept an offer for like $1,800 and then just roll again. And so what a lot of my friends are doing who are really into this, shout out Brandon Kang, who I would say is my resident Pokemon GCR. He's just ripping $2,500 packs just nonstop. And then you're hitting some $20,000 cards, you do a buyback, you 10x it, and then you just keep rolling again. And people are basically just like siphoning through all these different packs. It's like anything from $100, $25, $50, $100, $1,000, $2,500 basically. And obviously there's other sports as well, but I think Pokemon's kind of become the predominant one. And for whatever reason, this last week, we're now seeing this like Pokemon kind of meta emerge where, you know, David mentioned Zard, which is basically like a strategic Charizard reserve project. They have about 30 Charizards in the vault of all different, you know, sets and editions. And TCG is a coin that's doing pretty good.
With all of their LP fees, they just buy more Charizard cards.
Buy more Charizards, yeah.
Every time you buy or sell Zard, you're just giving them more money to go out there and increase the reserve.
So I'll share my Courtyard profile here really quick, just to give you guys a little bit of an orientation. So this is my profile on Courtyard. You can see here I have a bunch of these like vaulted cards essentially. This is like a pretty rare Mew. I think this one's probably worth like, I don't know, maybe $800 now. I bought it for $300 like 7 months ago. So some good gains on these. And you're basically just have this digital version that you can just like hold on your profile. You can like see the value. You can see what it got traded at. You can get offers in real time here. So I can see like all the different offers I'm getting. And then if I want to redeem it, I can basically just go and just accept, just do a redemption and they'll just ship it to my house like I have here. But I think the nice thing here is that as someone who was doing a lot of Pokemon card trading back in the day, selling on eBay is like very time consuming. It takes a lot of time to like package it, to list it, to go to the post office, etc. And so being able to just kind of trade these a little bit more freely, kind of like NFTs, has been a really fun way of engaging here, where you can just buy things on the market and you just buy it in one click. It's on your profile. If you want to redeem it, you can. You don't have to. You can just list it.
These are NFTs, right?
Yes, they are all collectibles, David. They're all collectibles.
I know we can't use the N word anymore, but
yeah. So you can see here, this is like the legend pack, $2,500. These sold out because people are just ripping through them. If I go to like let's go to the $1,000 pack. You can see here that you can see the odds of getting different rarities of cards here. And so you have a 50% chance. Sorry, go ahead.
What are these? Are these on Sol or Base, or like what are these on? Polygon. Like they're on Polygon.
Yeah. And so you can see in the different machines like what the rarities are and what are some of the cards that you can get out of it. And so it's just fun. You can just go through and rip a pack and see what you're going to get. Should I do a live poll here on the NAC podcast?
Yeah, let's do a live poll.
As you're setting it up, is there like a license that Courtyard has with Pokemon to do this, or like how does this actually work? What's the business behind this?
They're just vaulting a ton of cards. Like they just basically have a warehouse that they're just like storing like thousands of cards and just sourcing these from different retailers and different card shops and whatnot. And yeah, that's basically the name of the game.
Pretty cool.
All right, should we rip a $500 pack?
Let's do it.
We're a bit. Do you do this with USDC?
Yep. So I got $1,900 in my Courtyard wallet right now. I basically just like cleared out a bunch of dust from other chains and was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy Pokemon cards instead. All right, big money, boys, big money.
Let's go. Let's
big
go.
Money. Let's get a Zard.
$500 pack. I earned 840 points. We're coming in hot.
Hey.
Here we go, Coop.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Give me something good.
So
not that good.
So wait a minute. How does this work now? So you just
wait. Why wouldn't you just sell? You could have sold that for $278.
Yeah, but I bought it for 500.
Right, but you've got more cards you're about to get.
No, you only get one card per pack.
Oh.
So that's like the whole game is like it's just very much like in real time. So I got Ethan's Adventure here. I got an automatic offer for 278. You can see it's a PSA 10, which is the highest rating of quality, and it's a PSA, which is the best rated grading agency, which is nice. But yeah, now I can choose to sell this. If not, I just have it on my profile, and then you can see here there's like grab another pack, everything like that. So pretty good, pretty good. That is my Pokemon shell today.
They have a warehouse of all these open cards. They have some inventory filing system, and they digitize their inventory and randomize the reveal process depending on your purchase.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. There's definitely quite a few of these other Pokemon opening platforms that have come up recently. So I know that Courtyard's not the only one, but Courtyard's the one that I've been using for like a little bit over a year now. I think they're fantastic. Early OG Ethereum team, very active on Farcaster back in the day, and they've just been crushing it. They've just been like top volume on OpenSea for a very long time. So it's definitely pretty cool to see it kind of catching wind now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. That's pretty fun. The reveal process was a bit underwhelming, but I think the whole entire experience is pretty cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I like the reveal process. One could say collectibles are back, though. I saw some stat that $470 million has been transacted on that site.
On Courtyard?
Courtyard, yeah. I don't know if it was fake. I don't know if it was fake news. You know what's really interesting to me? You could argue this and Polymarket are probably the most legitimately used crypto apps in the world.
Yep.
And they're built on Polygon, and no one likes to talk about Polygon, but they've got the two. I'm going to assume this one, I mean, this app's got to be top 10 right now. So
yeah,
let's just say even top 5. So like 2 of the top 5 are on Polygon. Something there.
David, what's good with Hutch?
So Hutch,
that's CSGO skins?
Yes, exactly. So it's basically the same thing you just showed, but it's skins.
Okay. Cool.
I feel
like
like
it.
we're gonna get. I feel like we're gonna get a little bit of this this meta going on here. I think it's gonna continue, and I think Hutch, Zard, cards, bullish,
Bullish.
very bullish.
I like that. Going back to some more of the NAC centric topics here. Adam, I heard there's a tweet going live tomorrow.
There is a tweet going live tomorrow. Blueprint Cohort 3 is being announced, and applications are going live.
Let's
Educate
go.
10 creators how to make a living on chain as a creator using your content. It's less about content virality because the game has changed from a year ago of how content gets distributed, but it's more so content monetization and using crypto rails as a way to do that and achieve that. Make money from your first post, your archive, and your future catalog on bp.fun. Really excited for Cohort 3. Previously, we ran incentives basically using other folks' coins, other tokens that we got as grants, which is still going to be the case for Cohort 3, but we're going to be introducing a new hybrid model combining the best of NFTs and the best of ERC20s, replicating what we did with the Mint podcast the last 6 months and what we replicated, or what we did with the Create coin on bp.fun last 6 months. So a bunch of things we actually have never talked about on the podcast because I was kind of leading up to this moment for Cohort 3 to share more and open more about what we've been doing. But nonetheless, incredibly stoked, very, very excited for Cohort 3. Been a long time coming. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the applications.
What kind of creators should apply to Cohort 3?
Video creators. That's the focus. Still video creators, still focusing on video content. Video creators from different verticals. It could be music videos. It could be short form, long form videos. It could be podcasts, but video related podcasts. It could be digital art, but like visual art. Doesn't really matter. We're still going to create a buddy system depending on the type of applications that we get, the types of applications that we get. But nonetheless, video content is the winner over here.
So if you're a video content creator, Blueprint Cohort 3 is for you.
Yeah.
Chevy, how do you feel about giving everybody a big airdrop with all the Zora funds you have?
What Zora funds?
You know, from you've been using Zora for a long time. You know, where's that? There were big claims. I know Hume has done some Zora claims. We've reinvested that. We've bought some Zora creators. Like, I feel like that's what BP should be doing.
It would be nice. It would be nice, but unfortunately, majority of our Zora airdrop is locked, and we can't access it. Yeah, a lot of money is locked, but we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out.
Why is it locked?
Because a lot of the funds were allocated to splits contracts, and a lot of the splits contracts are immutable, so you can't necessarily sign on behalf of the splits contract to claim funds. But I think it's something that Zora, it might be misinformation, but we're actively trying to figure out actually how to claim it despite the splits contract being immutable. So it's an active discovery process, but a lot of money is potentially lost. But we have a few people working on it to help us recover and see what we could do. Yeah, but it's quite frustrating because it's like not Blueprint's money, it's like the creator's money, you know? And it's just a shame, frankly. But I remain optimistic that we're going to figure it out. Yeah.
I remain optimistic too.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
I think the right thing will be done at the end of the day. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
but Blueprint Cohort 3, guys, I'm really excited. I think we figured out a really fun model between combining ERC20s and NFTs to have a sustainable way to issue incentives for content to be purchased. And I really can't wait. To expose this to more creators.
That was kind of my question, Chevy, is like, what's the update on the playbook or like the blueprint right now that you're looking to implement with like Cohort 3?
It's basically using your creator coin, your profile coin. You have one coin per creator and you use that coin to run incentives. And a lot of platforms, they issue these incentives or these coins, as a way to just give the full majority of the supply to trade. And there's different models for vesting and whatnot and unlocking. Our whole idea is to actually own majority of the supply and give it away, all of it away with time. and use your content sales in the form of the NFT and all the revenue that's derived from each transaction to support and funnel value back into your ecosystem. And create one harmonious loop where you genuinely align incentives with the collector, where they can speculate and trade the way they want, but you're also earning marginally more because you're capturing value through the NFT and redistributing a lot of that revenue back to supporting your ecosystem. So that's the model, high level, and a way to sustain the incentive model without traditionally relying on grants, where previous cohorts, we'd actually coach creators on how to go get grants. And creators have gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of grants between cohort 1 and cohort 2 post-graduation. But creators are not good at B2B sales and campaigning and going to ecosystems and whatnot. So we created a new way to basically sustain the incentivized mint process in a really fun, elegant manner, I frankly think. For example, some of the experimental coins that we launched, they're earning annually 14 times more than their market cap. So it's a really fun way to introduce new revenue streams and build one big loyalty echo chamber around what you're doing. So we'll expose more of it and teach more of it in cohort 3, and I really can't wait. I'm so excited.
Does that assume that every creator in cohort 3 will be launching their own coin through Blueprint?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning, maybe this is not public, but are you guys planning on using an existing stack to issue those creator coins, or is that something that you guys are going to do in-house?
We got the Blueprint protocol. That's what we're doing.
Hey. Blueprint protocol.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah. It's
Pretty cool.
basically,
Nice.
it's taken 6 months of running our experiments and our campaigns with JKC. Just keep clicking and create from Zora that we launched 6 months ago or so, and taking the best of everything that we learned. And we basically packaged it up into a template that we're going to be issuing for cohort 3, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Just keep cooking, Chevy.
Just
keep
keep
cooking.
cooking. Yeah.
On a serious note, count me in to some level. As someone that has a coin, has been posting a lot more video content. It's been fun to be posting on Blueprint. And if there's a way that I can be tapping into a lot of those learnings and figuring out how to leverage my own creator coin in the context of the Blueprint playbook, I would be very interested in learning more about that.
I got you. Of course. We'll talk about all the insights. I'm excited 2.5 or 3 months from now, like doing a recap of cohort 3 episode and looking at all the coins that were launched, all the meme coins that were launched, and what creators did with them, frankly, using this template. I think one of the coolest things that I've seen running these cohorts is you don't know what's going to happen afterwards, obviously, and the kind of experimentation that creators will apply using what they learn from the cohort. I think a great example is like someone like Toady Hawk and Betterment, and arguably one of the more active Farcaster mini apps in that ecosystem, and just like completely is killing it, right? Getting creators paid, running really fun campaigns, using tokens as incentives to get people to spin, and getting creators paid and helping collectors earn. And I think it's beautiful. So I'm excited to see what happens from this cohort, and what insights they're going to take and what new experiments they're going to compound on from whatever we teach them. So it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up.
Let's go. So by the time this goes live, the applications will be open. So where should people go to apply to cohort 3?
bp.fun/apply. That's it.
Pew,
That's it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Feels like a pretty good spot to round us out here, Lucas. You want to take us home?
Is that a quick 34-minute episode here?
Gotta keep
What
it
a lovely
quick.
time.
2025.
Yeah, keep it snappy. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Not a Cartel. You can find every single episode on chain and online at pods.media/notacartel. You can clip this episode and get paid for it in USDC at clips.pods.media. And episode 31, guys, we're on our way to 100.
Gonna keep it
by
going.
brick,
100.
episode by episode.
And we still
We'd love
haven't
to see
all
it.
been in the same place at the same time. So maybe by 100, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, once.
Love it.
All right,
GJ,
fellas.
guys. Thank you.